put it back together, it's pretty cut and dry. You put the shaft corkscrew piece back in there, put this piece on, you bolt it down, 4 bolts, get them nice and tight with the 10mm socket. And then with this, you'll see, let me back off a little bit, you'll see that this side here is a little bit lower, less styrofoam, so put that in first, and then you can kind of adjust it around. Kind of watch the wires over here, and you're going to get that thing sitting back in there like this. And just kind of watch the wires on the back here. I want to keep these wires out of the way. So anyways, it's going to take me 2 hands to do this. Alright, so I got the styrofoam piece back in there. The wires are all out of the way. And now I'm going to put this black piece, it's like the slide for the ice. And I'm going to get that in there, make sure the wire's out of the way. It's pretty self-explanatory. And this will have to go over the top of that. And it just goes down in there. This thing goes over that. And just push it in until it's snug. And then the screws that hold that down are a little bit different than all the other screws. See, they're like the flat tips, not pointed. Okay, I got that screwed down. Next thing will be this cover here, and you can see that there's a groove there, so it's got to go over that. And then you got some holes that have to line up. And then up here, this rubber gasket needs to go under the wires. And this thing, it just kind of snaps in there when you got it right. There'll be no gap here or anything on either side. And then I just kind of push this gasket down as you go around it. And then you'll put the 3 screws back in here, and then you'll have one here and one on the other side. And the 3 screws that go around on this side here, they've got a little washer kind of stuck on them there, you can see. Okay, so now I've got this back together, and now we're going to screw in the reservoir. The 2 screws at the front are going to be these little short ones. But before you put those 2 little ones in, you need to do these 2 on the side. And just pull this thing back a little bit so you can get your screwdriver in there, and it should be easy peasy. Okay, I got the screws back in there on the front, on the reservoir, and on the side. And now it's time to put this side back on. And you got to start by getting it over this lip. So there it is. Just now it's all in place. And then we'll put the 3 screws on top. Alright, got the 3 screws on the side. And now we're going to put the 2 little screws up front. These ones also have little washers on them. Alright, my mistake. The ones with the little washers go on the plastic reservoir. These little shorties here go on the front part of the ice maker. Alright, next thing we're going to do is going to plug in the plug on the lid. And we have the yellow wire on the outside. So it snaps right in place. I just left it right there, just sitting on the unit, and it snaps in there really easily. And I couldn't do it and film at the same time, but there it is. Now we're going to put the cover on. Okay, the cover's on. And we kind of just lined it up and kind of pushed it down. It snaps in there. You can screw the first 2, but don't put in screws on the back side, because you need to lift this up to get the back piece in. Alright, all back together. I'm going to go ahead and do a cleaning cycle on it, and we'll call it good. Hope this helps you guys.